What three books would you say every artist need to read? It can be including your book. It could be a musical. It could be a book about the music industry. It could be something about mindset. What three books would you advise that, listen, these three books can help you really get your mind right? What three books would you advise every single
So
artist to go and pick up?
I would, and it's funny, I would not include my book in that. Maybe if we expanded it to the top 5 or 10, I would.
Top five book. I want your book to be number one. Please.
I love you for that, but it's never going to be, because there's so much you have to learn before you know how to get a record deal, right? My book is about how to get a record deal. And really, it's about how you want to stay independent. When you read it, it's really not about how to get a record deal. So there's so much you have to learn. So number one, Donald Passman, Everything You Want to Know About the Music Business. I think that's a great, great, great book. Number two, would be I forget the name of the exact book, but it has the word focus in it. It's by Jack Canfield, Canfield. I think it's called The Power of Focus. And I read this book every 9 months to a year. Like, I read it all the time. I've never read it just once. I've got it on hardback. I've got it on my phone. I've got it on Kindle. I've got it everywhere that I consume books. I have this book. And every time there's a new edition, I go and I buy the new edition. But it teaches you the power of focus, of honing in on something and become really good at one thing, and then two things, and then three things. Because if you try to do three things at once, you're divesting your energy, your resources, your money, and you're going to be mediocre at all three. But you can focus, you can do everything you want to do. You just have to be a sniper, not a shotgun. You have to focus, complete it, focus on the next thing, complete it, focus on the next thing. And then the third book, this is a little bit of a weird one, but it's Robert Greene's book on power. Okay. And the reason I'm putting power in my list is because the music industry is very Machiavellian, right? There's a lot of snakes, there's a lot of fuck shit, there's a lot of evil people doing bad things, right? And to take advantage of you. And for those of us who are good human beings and we don't really see how people can get over on us, so we get taken advantage of, this book teaches you the basic principles of humanity, and it not only shows you like how somebody could take advantage of you, but how you can flip it and protect yourself. And when I read the 48 Laws of Power, it came out in 1998. I remember where I was sitting when I finished that book. That's how powerful the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene was for me. It taught me so much. I have given that book to more people than any other book out there.
Yeah, and it's still relevant now.
More? Okay. So
please.
If you're going to build a business, you see my books all have different
themes
assets to them, right? So there's a book by Jim Collins called Good to Great. And Good to Great teaches you how to build a successful company and a successful brand. It teaches you how to set big goals and then how to achieve those goals. And goal setting and goal achievement is how you succeed in life. So Good to Great is an amazing book. And then my fifth book would be whatever book I'm reading at the time. And I read a lot. I used to read a book a week, but then I got busy and I kind of backed off of that. But that's been a great thing for me with COVID. I started reading again. So right now I'm reading Innovation Stack, I think it's called. And it's really a great book. It's the guy who invented Square. You know Square, the thing that you plug into your phone so that when somebody buys merch at a show, you can scan the credit card right there on the spot. Well, this book is by him, and he talks about how when he built Square, Amazon tried to step in and build their own individual payment disruptor, and he beat Amazon. Like, he is one that Amazon could not squash. And the reason that book is important, not because it's just disrupting finance and it's talking about how we can, like, you know, sell more merch at our shows, but it talks about how the little guy can win over the big guy. And sometimes as independent artists, we look at the major labels and we look at the Drakes and the Rihannas and we get very discouraged. And here's this book that's teaching us Innovation Stack. And here's this book that's teaching us exactly how to win the David and Goliath fight, to be more David than Goliath. Did I say that right?
Yes, you did. Yes. And what is your book? The title I've just slipped. And what is your book?
Oh, my book is How to Get a Record Deal.
How to Get a Record Deal.